We are joined now by Eliah Drinkwitz, author of one of my favorite quotes that I tell my kids very, very often. That's right. If one reaps jackass, or one sows jackass, they reap jackass. And it is great parental advice. I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's more of a biblical aspect. You reap what you sow, but you can kind of add whatever you want in there. Yeah, I've had a few viral moments in my career, and the whole point of today was to try to keep it down the fairway. So I'm gonna stick with that.
You're good at those.
Yeah, I am. But you know, for us this year, this team, you know, we have so many positive things on our football team and what we're trying to accomplish, and there's so many great players. I really don't want to be a distraction from them, and I really want to focus on those guys, specifically down here in SEC Media Days.
This is what happens when a coach knows he's got a good defense. Like, guy, you're an offensive guy.
Yeah.
And when you know you've got a good offense, you come in, you're a little bit, but you're not quite sure about your defense.
Yeah.
Like, I can let it look. Now you're like, listen, I know nobody's going to be able to score on us, so.
No, when you're not calling plays, you're not a surrogate anymore, right?
Exactly.
So that's probably more of it. You know, I'm not calling the plays anymore. But, no, we got a really good defense. I'm very excited about Coach Baker obviously coming back. He did an outstanding job. And we return all of our defensive staff. I think that's something that's very critical. You have alignment, and so those guys are in year 2 working together. Obviously, we've got some really good players coming back. We return our top 5 interior D linemen. We return our top 2 linebackers. Both have over a career 100 tackles. Top 2 corners. Top 2 safeties. We got a transfer safety from both Florida State and from Florida. And we got a guy who started half the games at the star position. So incredible depth, which I think more than anything is going to allow us to be much improved on special teams, so that we can really make sure our guys, our best players, are playing in those coverage units too, which caused a few issues for us last year.
Well, you could see that defense as the season went on last year getting better. How sure were you that you were going to be able to get as many people back between the draft and the portal?
Yeah. I wasn't at all. You know, this new day and age of college football, the first thing you have to do is retain your roster, right?
Yeah.
Roster retention's number one. Then it's signees. Then it's junior college and transfer portal. And you kind of attack each one at a time. And you know, we had a lot of guys that had mid-round to late-round draft grades. And so having to decide, you know, were they going to come back? Were they believing in the culture that we have? Were they believing in their player development?
Right.
Did they think this was a place that they could improve, have an opportunity to win, and still chase their dream of playing in the NFL? And for those guys to choose that, I think was a great sign for our program, what we're trying to do.
Well, that's like Chris Abrams-Drain, your corner. When you have a guy like that come and say, "Coach, I'm coming back," does that feel like signing a great recruit?
Yeah, well, I tell you what, it wasn't quite as easy as that. It was more like, Coach, I've got 2 other SEC schools trying to get me, and I got to decide on the NFL.
Well, that's what happens when you play that well.
Yeah, but no, you know, KAD is a great young man. You know, he came to our program. I kid him all the time. He was once committed to every SEC school throughout his recruiting process, but he played wide receiver for us and then transitioned over to defense and has had an outstanding career. But the thing about Chris is he's just such a great teammate, such a great competitor. He's a great father. His son Kylan is actually moving up with him at the end of the month, and so very proud of who he's become and what he's become. And now I look forward to him having a great year. But the thing that makes him so unique is that he's got a partner across the field in Ennis Rakestraw, who my first viral moment in college football was Ennis, and I'm so proud that that's a guy that's going into his 4th year. He's weighing 193 pounds. He's a 4.0 student, but he's an excellent competitor and corner, and so those 2 guys together have a chance to be really, really special.
So you mentioned earlier not calling plays. So your mentor Gus Malzahn also not calling plays. You hired Kirby Moore from Fresno State. For folks that don't know, he played receiver at Boise State. His brother's Kellen Moore. How hard was that decision for you? Because that has been part of your coaching DNA.
You know, we have a sign in our team room that says, embrace your role, put the team first. And it was hard for me not to look at that sign and think I was a hypocrite if I wasn't willing to embrace my role as the head coach, put the team first, knowing that we were so ineffective last year offensively. and it was predominantly my fault. And so I felt like I needed to do what was best for our team and find a way. What could I do to help us improve? With the ever landscape of changing in college football and the more responsibilities, whether it's lobbying Congress for NIL or fundraising for NIL or recruiting, booster recruiting, ticket sales, all that stuff was on your plate. That wasn't going anywhere. So it felt like, hey, let's make a change and let's go get the best that we can for us and match our philosophy. And, I think the best thing about Kirby's low ego, high output, he's still going to allow me to have my say in conversations, but it's going to be his offense.
So, wait, when you were lifeguard by day, volunteering at Springdale High School in Arkansas, did you ever think you'd have to be going to the State House to deal with rules regarding college football?
I know nobody will believe this, but I was a Boys State when I was in high
a Boys
school.
Stater in Florida.
Yeah, so. But no, I never really thought that would be part of it. But I thought maybe I'd get to go. In 2010 we won the national championship. You get to go to the White House.
Yep.
I was hoping and hopeful that maybe I'll get to go do that at some day, but not necessarily to change state laws. But it is what it is, and I love the game of college football. I think it provides an unbelievable opportunity for our student athletes, but also our coaches families, and even the fans. And I want to preserve that in the best way possible. And if that's coaches using their platform to fight for that, then I'm all for it.
So when you get to the season, what's going to be the bigger pull? It's game day and I don't have a play sheet in my hand, or it's Monday through Thursday and I'm not working on a script?
I'm going to have a play sheet in my hand. I mean, that's for dang sure. No, I mean, I plan on being involved in the offensive side of things, as well as the defensive side of the ball too. I mean, I have a general awareness of everything that's going on. Blake Baker and I are both going to be in charge of the kickoff units this year, and just to add more emphasis there. So I'm sure I'll find something to keep myself busy.
I think you'll be busy. Well, Coach, we appreciate it. Can you get the shoe up on the table? We got to see this. Look at this.
Yeah. So
this is
got some gold Jordans.
Oh, yeah.
Awkward
Jordan
angle
1.
here. Yeah, Jordan 1s. Just wanted to break out something new this year.
Very nice.
Black and gold. Thought it would be appropriate.
Oh, yeah. Well, you got to have a little flash. Especially if you're not going viral.
Yeah, you got to try to create a little swag for you, right?
All right. Appreciate it, Coach.
All right, man. Appreciate you.